do what my cousin did, but I do not advise that.
No,
Blink
I wouldn't
E-Blade
either.
is not something. No, Blink E-Blade is not the way you play AM. You could
No,
try, but no, 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 definitely not. Still,
don't ever do that
boom,
if you're listening.
boom. We'll find out. We'll find out what they do with this one. A bit of a predicament they've gotten themselves into. Of
Now, you
course,
know what,
Among
John? No,
Us.
hold on a minute.
Hmm.
My
Okay.
question to
Yeah.
you is, how did
Yeah.
you let your cousin buy the Blink Dagger and a Ethereal Blade? Like, really? How did you
Well,
let him do it?
Well, he told me he wanted to play it. We did win, mind you.
What?
We also won that game. Yeah, I think we did, unless we drew at the end. But so what he'd do is he'd go in E-Blade and then Mana Void, right?
I get it.
So after a couple of right clicks, you blow people up. Oh man, poor Mikado. He is running the AM mid. Well, hats off to you, Mikado. You got to
Good.
see this one to the end.
Good luck, sir. Godspeed. It's a tough one. And of all things, he's up against the Arbed Magnus.
Oh yeah.
You don't remember what happened the other day, Mr. Makoto?
Mhm.
You weren't watching the game? I'd have to
Yep.
give him a reminder, I think.
We'll see what they bring out. Jabs as well. I'm a bit surprised. You know, Techies players, they love playing dress up with their Techies as well. This is vanilla Techies for Jabs. I haven't seen this one in a while. You know? He has a taunt though, so it's annoying already. It's already pretty darn annoying.
He's put the sign down already as well. It's not going to do anything because he's not mining, but you know, it's there. Sign's down. Suicide is available. Hide. Do not walk that way, sir. They're going to rush him. Free Savage. Yeah, it's going to Stroke of Fate. No need to try and get the spin off. They're just going to back off and see if they can run a bit of a tri lane to start and maybe get an early first blood here for the side of Among Us. Which is generally what you do see from the Techies, right? They'll just start off with another dual lane and try to get a kill going.
Yeah. You know what? I wish Whitemon actually went for the Inkswell. Inkswell plus Blast Off sounds really hilarious and actually really busted at level 1, but this is a little bit more consistent. So that early tri lane in. Let's see if they can get first blood. I love the response here from Boom. They also run the tri lane. So they're going to make it hard to get the maximum value from that early Techies, and there's a toss.
Yeah, there he is. Jab's going to hold on to the blast off. Well, they're on tri lanes for now. Dreamersaw, Kescute, and Hyde going to stick up here. See if they can get it going. Of course, mid lane we have the AM versus Mag matchup. Makoto is ahead in CS for now at 2 CS, so that's good news. Arbed is out of mana, so that's one thing that's going for Makoto is you are going to be able to drain the mana of Arbed.
Yeah, and that's the smart play. If you keep Abed down with mana, he's not going to be able to clear the waves. He's not going to get the damage off, although...
Oh, top lane, they get the first blood. Dreamersaw ends up dying on the Ursa. Jabs probably will die here to the toss and does. So Kescute will take the kill on the Rubik. And well, it's going to be a 1-to-1 now. Still a good start though for Among Us.
No, it definitely is. I think looking back at that mid, you know, Mikado is pulling ahead more. It's down to that mana burn. So this is how you play it. You just go in, burn the mana. Abed's stuck in a very awkward spot where he cannot actually consistently wave clear. He's going to have to maybe send out some mangoes to ensure empower use every single time. And that's going to be it. You know, the power runes are going to be important for both sides. As, of course, you'd want to top up here for Abed. And Mikado has the movement advantage in that he does have the blink. So got to watch out for that one when the 4 minutes do come up.
FBZ and Cuckoo down at that bot lane just by themselves. Because FBZ is not going to have as tough of a time, right, with that Kraken shell. Should be just fine to deal with Cuckoo on the Viper. We'll have to salve up now, but I guess he should be alright. Maybe up until that Nether Toxin comes up from Cuckoo. Then it could be slightly problematic. But top lane, Dreamersaw trying to get aggressive here on the Ursa. Won't really be able to get too much damage off. Jabs does have the mines up now. It's just a matter of where he's going to place them.
Yeah, it's gotta be a bit sneaky. They are preemptively scouting it, but you know, this is fine for Jabs. They've gotten space out for Savage. He is top of the last hits right now, so it's been a pretty good time. Tied up by Mikado, but there they go.
Savage goes for the spin with the Ink Swell out, and Kescute is definitely dead. Nice easy kill there for 23 Savage. However, bot lane, FBZ. Looks like he tried to go for Cuckoo, but does end up getting taken out. Cuckoo will give him the tip now on the Viper. Well, we get back to it, but it's a 1-3 now. 1k net worth lead out for the side of Among Us.
Yeah, I mean, they're somehow maintaining it. They're making it work now. Props to Mikado, though. Again, he's been up there in last hits. Her AM's actually not having too bad of a time. I think that's something they could build on top of, although up top.
Oh, yeah. Blastoff comes in. That'll be Kescute gone. And I don't know how much of a good idea it is anymore to run a tri-lane up against the Techies tri-lane. It just seems like the Techies always has the advantage.
Oh yeah, I mean it's got that AoE damage, it's got the silence coming out to follow it up. There's so much control here. They get to camp these runes as well. It's going to be bot. Of course, that does get picked up in Mikado. Again, a boon of the AM. Got that blink, and Abed does not, so he doesn't get to control as much as they just go back to farming. It's back to that focus on early laning, which is where Among Us is really shining. That dual lane, the tri lane up top is broken up a bit, so it's only Hyde and Dreamosol now. They have dragged Kescute away for now. Maybe start getting some stacks up. It looks like he's just going to walk back top.
And he will. And Jab's going to continue to hang around that mid lane, though. He didn't really get any mines off in that mid lane, but he's probably going to go back to the jungle now and just start farming on that Techies. Maybe even get some stacks off for Arbit. Of course, you can farm very, very easily in the jungle with this Techies. Just with the mines out. We'll get some stacks off first. 5-minute mark, they are going to have a bit of a scuffle over it, but it looks like Whiteman will be able to just pick it up for himself on the Grimstroke. I mean, Savage is still just farming so freely on this Juggernaut. Dreamosol is only a couple last hits behind, but you don't necessarily want to be behind when you're running tri-lane versus tri-lane. Now Savage is just all alone.
Yeah, but they can't really maximize this, and this is the beauty of the Chug, right? Even if you jump, you've got to spin although mid.
Gets avalanched. Hyde looking for the toss back, but only gets the siege creep. Man, Whitemon kills me with that laugh every single time. Someone makes a mistake across the map. He always has to spam it. It's just so hard not to laugh with it. He's really got me with that one.
Yeah, he's been on point with the voice line still. Boom. Heavy rotation mid doesn't amount to much. And there are some decent stacks being built up by Abed for himself. So he's going to have a nice small camp to stack up, to take out. Jabs is also built up in that jungle. No wards to monitor this. Although they are rotating down to Cuckoo.
He does have a TP. Try and juke them out. They use the avalanche. That's a TP opportunity for Cuckoo, but he doesn't quite know about it. And Kescute actually going to go with the haste rune. It does spot him out. Cuckoo, all he can do is fight back, but definitely going to go down here. Kescute almost dying to the Viper Strike, but not quite. Well, the rest of Boom, I mean, they did commit 4 heroes for that Viper kill. It's going to open up a lot more space for the side of Among Us across the map.
That's the important part. You know, they're getting farm, catch-up farm here for Abed, who has been off to a slower start. And, I mean, he's not too far behind the AM in terms of net worth, just about 100. But it's really, you know, an opportunity to farm into that Echo Saber Blink. I think what Boom needs to do now is also get some stacks up for themselves. They have not gotten the opportunity under supports to build up any noticeable stacks. They're going to need to clear some out for their cores, because they do have a pretty greedy lineup here. So you need to maximize this jungle while it's still safe. If you don't manage to do that, then, well, at some point Jabs might just decide to change lanes, and you can see Abed. Lots of stacks here, already clearing it out.
Yeah, just kills himself as well. Just helping out Abed. So many items being dropped from these stacks. That's going to really help Abed get that fast timing on this Magnus. How's Makoto going, though? Surprisingly still ahead of net worth in comparison to Abed on that AM. He's doing a very, very good job so far.
Yeah, he's going into that Mask of Madness build, so we're more than likely going to see the disassembly play, and it's going to be a focus on early game, although Savage up top, pretty deep in.
trouble. They've got the Ravage available there on FBZ, but they'll start with the Avalanche toss into the Ravage just to make sure there's no games for Savage. He's on the run now with the Omni Slash. Can he get lucky with the bounce? Not quite. He's right in the middle of all of them. They just take him out. Nice pick up there from Boom Esports.
Yeah, it's a very worthwhile one. They are dragging tons of heroes every time, but they're finding some pretty decent pickups, so evening out the kill board just a bit. Treat 4, although Cuckoo is in a sneaky spot.
Gets Hyde. Nice pick off. Well, bot lane Arbed was having a bit of a go there onto Dreamer's Soul, but doesn't really chase him all the way. He did just skill up RP as well, so he didn't really have that option available to him. But he's threatening Dreamer's Soul. He does use the Earthshock to run. Arbed still on the chase. Dreamer's Soul should be fine, however. Or maybe not. Savage is coming now. On that jug with the Empower. Dreamer's Soul, he's just going to hide in the trees and hope they walk away.
Yeah, they could look for a push. They're dragging even more bodies down. Jabez is now around as well. They could try to go for the tier 1. Boom will want to trade. Dreamer's Soul is up top. It's just Whitemon defending the top lane. They've got an opportunity to get some shoves out. As well, they're going to have to commit soon as, Savage with jabs, with the prox mines. Towers don't stand for too long there.
No, they don't.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Jab's playing a very kind of selfless techies, right? Because we're used to seeing techies really spending the early to mid game just farming up quite a bit. But Jab's is really just roaming around. Still hasn't really got the soul ring up. I'm not 100% sure, but it does seem different though. Top lane.
Whitemon. He was surrounded by 3, but he just TP'd out.
Okay. Nice play from Whitemon.
Not ideal. They should be able to find the tier 1 top, but again, they're running around. They're just trying to find kills instead, and Cuckoo.
He's going to go on to Kescute. Kescute, he'll take the bounty room, but all he can do is TP out now, and he will make it. Nice little TP play from him. Meanwhile, top lane, Whitemon is still being chased down by FBZ. He's going to be able to walk away from that one. And the mid lane is being forced in now. Arbed and Savage just getting started. Taking it very quick with that Empower. And there's going to be no kind of defense out from Boom. They're just going to let it go down.
That's not good news for Boom. That's going to open up the entire bot jungle now. So you can expect Jabs to start really making it hellish to farm here. Mikado is showing himself forward. They don't quite have the heroes in, but if Jabs could get a blast off.
And he does, with Cuckoo coming in. There's the laugh coming out with another mine. And it looks like Makoto cannot survive. He wanted the Mana Void out on Jabs, but he couldn't even get that.
Oh boy.
It's rough.
Yeah, it's I mean, they finally get the tier 1 top, so they're opening up the map just a little bit. They're really laying on Mikado here. They might find Whitemon.
Grimstroke is out. Kescute does get a nice stroke of fate with FBZ, who gets the gush, but he gets stunned up by the Inkswell. So they'll pop the drums and keep chasing, but Whitemon now with the Soulbind, gonna turn back around, and Cuckoo will TP up, but he doesn't have the Viper Strike. He does have a Haste Rune, however, which is almost as good right now, as Cuckoo's just gonna keep going. Dreamer's Soul will be alright. FBZ now the one that's gonna get attacked. He'll just TP out of there. Cuckoo ultimately won't be able to kill anyone off, but he does force them to TP away.
Yeah, I mean, that's so much space across the map now for Among Us. They've been constantly shoving in that bot tier 2. Even the mid has been receiving some pressure. They've taken control of this Radiant jungle. So Jabs at the level 6 mark, of course, he does what every techies does. Starts planting a lot of mines in the camp. Gotta be careful when you go back to farm here. If you do, Boom has to be aware they're playing against the techies. They play certain games when they're around, Mike.
They do, John. See who the unfortunate victim will be, but mid lane, Arbed does have the Echo Saber up now, looking for he hasn't really looked for an RP yet at all. They just waited out for the Blink Dagger to be up. But he is posturing around that mid lane, ready to go whenever. Both teams just gonna play this a little bit slow for another few minutes, it seems, just to have those core items up. All Boom can do with this draft is they just gotta farm, right? You've got AM Ursa. What else do you do?
Yeah, you don't want to play this one fast. They do still have some safe space here. So you can see Mikado, he's actually going back to the B Fury. After that Mask of Madness, he's going to have it up at a decent time considering his build order. So that's going to be available. They are just staring down Hyde, but it's not going to make any mistakes. And I love this. Boom, just playing cautiously. They've got faith that if they go late game, they've got some really hard cores here and they can make it work.
They really want Hyde to try and go into jabs. I think Arbit's holding that skewer, but no, he's going to go in now after Hyde commits the RP. Just wants a nice easy kill. We do have a TP in from Makoto to make sure he defends that tier 2 tower. But the side of Among Us have already left the building. They don't care. Wybot. Top lane. Inkswell is going to be out with the silence, but Dreamer Soul going to continue going with the Enrage. It doesn't want to dive the tier 2 tower. Meanwhile, bot lane, Jabs missing out the blast off. Doesn't quite get the silence on Makoto. He's still not blinking away, however. Does eventually get it off. And Shockwave actually connected, so Savage, he's thinking about the Omni Slash, but Makoto has another blink up. He'll be fine.
They were trying to skewer him into the mines, into that sneaky spot. So unfortunate, but fortunate it didn't land, but very fortunate for Mikado. Does not want to die. Really close to that Battle Fury. And you can see Among Us, they're just confident. They're roaming around the jungle trying to find something to kill off. But it's just so cautious from Boom, and they're not actually falling behind in terms of last hits. They are keeping up as well as you can in this situation with his farm. So it's actually going pretty darn well here for Boom, all things considered. Among Us, they're going to need to hammer in more objectives if they truly want to shut this map down.
Well, Savage almost has the Manta style up down the jug. Of course, with the Empower, he just farms so much faster. This jungle is just completely mined up. A bit too dangerous for Boom to walk into, but they are still in their triangle, getting their own farm up. Makoto slowly working towards that Battle Fury timing now. Free Missile, just trying to get a BKB up. Does indicate he just wants to fight with his team, but with that BKB, I'm not sure how well that's going to go. Like, you've still got RP Omni to worry about from Savage and Arbit.
Yeah, it's going to be helping out for sure, but not quite as much as you'd expect. This is also buying time for the blinks to come in, so Boom, they're saving up and Hide. Our Tiny's going to have a blink at a pretty good point, but that will coincide with Abid's blink as well. It's going to be back and forth between our Tiny and our Mag to find those openings. And Boom, well, they've got the Ursa. They can go into the Roche, but early.
They can, and they will. Among Us seem to have absolutely zero idea this is happening, so this could be a nice little play out from Boom Esports. But Among Us are just going for the tier 3 tower. Cuckoo, I mean, he has the siege creep there. Sees the Roshan taken, says screw it, let's go for the tier 3 tower. Blinks up as well now on our bed. Yeah, they just pop the drums and get some more damage up. Keep the siege creep alive. Are they really going to get away with this?
They've got to defend this, and the racks are now open.
Alright, they get a tier 3 in 16.5 minutes. Into the racks, Hyde missing the toss, and that'll mean Hyde is dead. Does get Viper Strike by Cuckoo, and Savage will take the kill. So they still have the RP. Drums popped again. Arbit's still waiting for that blink to fly out on the courier, but it's on the way. They get the melee barracks at 16 minutes. Now they have the blink up, and Arbit wants to go back in. There it is. There's the 3-man RP into the vines. They blow him up. Jabs will get one. They'll get FBZ. And Dreamer Cell, well, he's respawning. But he won't be alive for long. Oh, that's rough for Boom.
Ooh.
That is rough.
Oh, they're rushing.
Are you kidding me?
They're
The tier
rushing
4 towers now? Alright, Hyde gonna try and slow this down. Among Us, I don't know about tier 4s. Jab says let's get out of here.
Yeah, pretty confident play. Still, you can see the terror of the techies and Magnus, Micah. I would not want to be Boom in any circumstance. Like right now, I would not want to beat him. To play against this Magnus techies, you are just always scared of this blink skewer. You're always gonna panic when you see it. It's not fun. Still, Mikado, he's got that Battle Fury up. So if they hold out, this AM might be able to farm a ton and start to build up for the rest of the team.
I mean, I guess. He's farming.
Maybe.
Is Makoto about to prove that mid-AM is a thing? Arbed gonna get jumped, gets the avalanche toss, a lot of damage on Arbed in big trouble, tries to get out of there, but no. Keskute, he was the one skewering Arbed this time around. They do get a very nice pickup. I don't know, John, do you actually think there's a chance that this mid-AM is gonna work?
The timings are really off, but if you stall for 50 minutes, I guess you got a decent shot at it. I mean, it's going to be big. Again, if it lasts that long, I think. The issue here is for Boom to buy that space out. And considering how fast Among Us is playing, I don't know if there's going to be time. Because they are, you know, despite goofing around, they are playing serious. They're taking objectives, they're running down. Boom has not been able to defend too well. If they lose more space in the map, if these tier 2s fall, then you're stuck in a scary spot.
Kodo. Oh no. Jabs. Gets the blast off in time, and there's the Omni Slash coming through, although no, it bounces to the creep wave. It looks like Makoto, no. He'll go down to the mines now. Oh, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. Why is this hero allowed in this game?
I know what you mean, Mike. You know, Jabs gives us a good techies. Bombi tried, and Pumas.
Into the tier 2 mid tower. 9k net worth lead. What's Dota Plus saying? 89%, not too bad.
Yeah, it's a 10% chance, or 11% chance for Boom. Considering this kind of gap, look, there's only a 9k lead for Among Us, which is still big, but not as big as you'd expect. They get a good Ravage. You might be able to get a good fight out here.
They don't have the blink, but FBZ, he can just walk down or get tossed in by Hyde, and it looks like that's going to be the play. No, Hyde's going to blink in himself now with an avalanche, but Savage, those are some quick reactions out from the Jug. Happily back off now. Maybe not. They're getting more mines set up from Jabs. Arbed has the RP again.
Oh god.
3 people on that high ground. They're going to move in now. Hyde will jump in. Arbed being patient and waiting. They'll lose Cuckoo. Savage is moving in with the spin, but is now going to back off into the rope mines they are. Arbed now with the shockwave, going to get Hyde. And no, he won't get the skewer. Dreamer Cell now might be willing to turn back around with that enrage. They'll buy back on Cuckoo, however. That might not be the team fight here for Boom Esports, as the Inkswell and Spin is going to be up from 23 Savage onto FBZ. Now the Soul Pine's out. Arbed just blinking in for a Ravage.
Oh.
He just cops it straight to the face. Makoto jumps in, but now Arbed, he gets a 3-man RP into the blast off. Oh, they're just going to run. Just run. The GG's called.
God.
Look at the confidence from Arbed, John. He blinks in and waits for a Ravage from FBZ. That's how confident he was. They couldn't kill him.
Oh yeah, it was a great showing from Among Us. Boom. Well, it's unfortunate, right? Like, they ran out of time to think about the last pick. They had the worst random you could imagine for the lineup. Doesn't work out in the end, of course. Good effort, though. I mean, they tried to make it work, and Mikoto, props to him. He actually held that lane against Abed. Like, he burned the mana, he played it right. It wasn't enough. Way too greedy, and I mean, they gave it a shot in the end. You know, I think that is still commendable for them. But Among Us, what a way to close out their groups. Really nice set of victories for them.
Absolutely, and of course, Boom will probably have another opportunity to verse Among Us once we get to the playoffs. In fact, if both these teams win in their first round of playoffs, I believe they will be up against each other again. So there you have it. We might be seeing them again in a couple days. Until then, however, we do have one more series, John. It's going to be 0-3-2 up against 496 to finish us off for the night, and it should be a rather explosive match between the two. It is MLP Dota and John X Fire, and we'll see you again in 10 minutes for our final series. See you then.